Good day to you all. My name is Siddharth and I'm presenting about biofilm biofertilizer leads to mitigate climate change. This study was conducted in Microbial Biotechnology Unit in IFS under supervision of Professor Damani Senivaran. Let's start with the story of the carbon cycle. Over the last 250 years, people have conducted the largest science experiment in the history. After the Industrial Revolution, we have emitted 1 billion tons of carbon as CO2 to the atmosphere. It has changed the life of the Earth and we know it. It triggered multiple climate tipping points, threatening the very existence of the life of the Earth. We already invented the alternative of reducing carbon CO2 emission, but we did not focus on the sustainable solution we already knew. While carbon cycling through the atmosphere, biosphere, and photosphere, the photosynthesis is the only natural way of pulling carbon out of the atmosphere. Rather than growth and development of the plant biomass, plants are doing magnificent work called rhizodeposition for the liquid carbon pathway. The mechanism transferred approximately 40% of the photosynthesized carbon to the soil and it feeds the microorganisms. But in the death and decay of the microbial biomass, it recycles the atmosphere. If we are able to keep this carbon as long time as possible, rather than entering into the atmosphere, it is need to be studied. If we already knew how the forests are strong carbon sinkers and how they work and carbon sequestered sustainably, but the question is simple: how we satisfy our food demand in the future while consuming our agricultural lands for reforestation? So we are unable to consume our agricultural lands, but we are able to get the maximum output of the agricultural lands that we are using now. If we think most scientifically, a symbiotic relationship of the microorganism with the root system through the lifespan of the plant and able to enrich the complex of soil-plant microbial interactions. So microbial biotechnological interventions like biofilm biofertilizer are able to reinstate the lost biodiversity of the soil agroecosystem and help to carbon sequestration more sustainably. In the agricultural soil, the carbon sequestration has higher tendency. Sequestered carbon has higher tendency to get lost due to the decomposition of the microorganisms like fine effect, erosion of the soil surface, off-taking of the plant and animal product, and land preparation of agriculture. But the higher organic matter of the agricultural soil benefits the conservation of the water and micronutrient reservoir as crops. In the organic carbon inputs of the stabilization into the mineral surface through the various organo-mineral bonds reactions such as ligand exchange, cation bridging, hydrogen bonding, and van der Waal forces. Depending on the composition of the organic inputs, soil mineralogy, and environmental factors of the carbon stabilization on the soil, minerals accounts for as large majority of the total soil organic carbon and mineral bond carbon has higher turnover time than other carbon fractions. So this study was conducted in evaluate the organo-mineral complexation of soil sequestered carbon with application of biofilm biofertilizer and compared with the farmers' conventional practice of chemical fertilizer alone application. To conduct this study, we have selected 2 consecutive and uniform paddy fields in 13 locations, representing Kurunegala, Ampara, Polonnaru, and Kayakala districts. In those two farm fields, biofilm biofertilizer practice and farmers' chemical fertilizer practice was performed. In the beginning of the flowering stage, rhizosphere soil was collected and perform the following parameters. In the fresh soil, soil moisture, soil pH, soil respiration, cultivar bacterial abundance, fungal abundance. After the drying of the airtight soil, we perform soil organic carbon, soil labile carbon, and the ATR-FTIR spectroscopic study performed, and this results as follows. In the soil pH and soil moisture are not much difference, but the soil organic carbon and labile carbon are increased in biofilm biofertilizer, and they are but they are not significant difference. Interestingly, soil respiration shows the significant level of decrease in biofilm biofertilizer practice, along with the significant increase in fungal abundance and bacterial abundance. It may be attributed to temporary mobilization of the fresh carbon in the biomass and causing to the low priming effect, and this led to reduce the destabilization of soil sequestered carbon and the CO2 release. There are approximately 5 billion hectares of the agricultural lands in the world. Even a small increase of the soil respiration in agroecosystems can a major impact on atmosphere CO2 concentrations. In the FTIR spectrum shows the organo-mineral complexation. The CH bonding was more intense in the biofilm biofertilizer practice. This may due to increase the aromatic carbon in soil treated with the combination of the CF and bioorganic amendments when compared with the chemical fertilizer alone application. In addition, the vibration of kaolinite were most intense in biofilm biofertilizer practice. The higher intensity of those bonds could be attributed to enhanced aggregation and consolidation of the soil particles due to the biofertilizer applications. Moreover, those minerals facilitate those polymerization of organic residual substrates, leading to the enhanced humidification. CO stretching of the carbohydrate and polysaccharide-like substances and high proportions of the mineral associated organic matter formation were more intense in biofertilizer. Generally, polysaccharide of the microbial origin mainly bind the clay particles by promoting the formation of microaggregates less than 50 micrometer that contribute to the stabilization of soil carbon. Biofilm biofertilizer shows the higher isodeposition than farmer CF practice, which leads to higher amount of fresh carbon and create the higher soil microbial biomass, mineral surface reactive metabolites (MSRM), and organo-mineral complexes. The availability of the aromatic carbon, which together leads to formation of stabilization of soil carbon. Finally, stabilize the soil carbon, lower priming effect, and leads to lower soil respiration. In conclusion, the biofilm biofertilizer can be used to potentially increase the soil stable carbon stock and to reduce the emission of soil stable carbon back to the atmosphere. If expand this globally, this will lead to mitigate global warming and hence the climate change in the eco-friendly manner. However, this study needs to be researched further under different soil and given different climatic conditions and even the different crop, if this novel practice is to be applicated in the global context. This is my acknowledgement and my references, and thank you very much.